I think from my experience working with clients, helping them scale their businesses, there is so much that an organization can do with intent data. They can actually bring the operations of their environment or their company together because it's syncing everything together. I find out we have a client who's doing intent data. I want to find out, I go to sales and marketing about what is the customer experience? What are we lacking? I can look at competitive data to say, why are they looking at these other companies? I can take that down to the product development level within the business. Are we developing the right products or not? Because somebody else is surging one of our competitors. So we got to look at our competitive analysis and product development of where we're going there. There's so many areas, purchasing, finance, I can look at it to get an edge on our, if people are using, I'm going to use an older term, zero-based budgeting, and all of a sudden a lot of my competitors are searching for something like that. All of a sudden, we better look into this to see if we need to do it. I think that the upcoming trend will be companies who are very astute and ahead on the edge, I'll say, will start integrating this intent data to bring the company in total together in all functional areas, which I find fascinating. It's fascinating and what you can do with this.
Yeah, it's why I'm spending a lot of time right now putting together what I'm calling the intent data application framework, because the world's view of this data set is quite narrow because it's where it started, right?
Right.
It started out of, how do I advertise smarter? How do I prioritize my sales time? But as you step back and you start to think about what it tells me, what are businesses researching, and then how can I start to extrapolate that into other areas where that information adds immense value to my business. Like one interesting piece on a brand health perspective, there's not really anything else that exists today that can tell you the aggregate impact of a lot of your marketing and sales efforts, right? Mm-hmm. Sure, SEO I can measure on its own. I increased this much, or I got this many impressions or clicks on my media, or we did this event and I got this many people stop by my booth, or my sellers are working this account. I can actually absorb all of that into just a company search score, and see, in my target account, am I seeing more research being done on my brand or on the thing that I'm talking to the market about right now, holistically? Because all of these aggregate tactics, and I left a ton off, right? That's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to drive that research. And so this whole concept, even just to that brand health component, should be in every boardroom, right? What is our brand health against our competitors in a holistic manner, and how is it trending right now? Because there's nothing else that's out there that can really build that view.
Just one example of what he's talking about there. Bombora is able to measure the effect of a digital out-of-home campaign. So if you have a bunch of billboards around a conference, you can then find out the people that went to that conference, did they become more interested in Bombora during the weeks and months after that conference, when all they saw that would be different was those billboards. And that's fascinating. Similar when you were talking about focus groups, you could ask a bunch of people, do you remember seeing that billboard? Was it interesting to you? But that becomes very expensive very fast. This way you can very quickly say, oh, there was a spike of interest in our company because of those billboards. We should do more of those. Or there wasn't. The billboards didn't affect things, so maybe that's not where we should be concentrating our marketing. Now, again, this is a marketing use, but it relates to brand health because it's a question of what things that we do with our brand affect our brand health.
Hi, Ted Wolf here. I want to thank you for joining us for this Implementors video. The Implementors podcast is presented by Guidewise, where we, along with our vetted member community, recognize that ideas are easy, but implementation is hard. To learn more about getting things done with Guidewise, please visit us at guidewise.io. And to conquer your implementation struggles, please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Happy implementing.